Casino. I'm hoping that you're having a lovely day today. I wanted to jump on and have a bit of a crafty session with you all today. And we've got some really, really exciting things happening with Stampin' Up! Today. So as we go on, I will let you know about some of the super fun, exciting things that are happening. So when you jump on, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Today's date is April 21st. 2022. So this is a live streaming video. So if you can see the numbers up in the corner and the time ticking over, you know that you're watching the live event. If you can't see those numbers, you know that you're watching the replay. So, hey, good morning, Rose. So please, when you jump on, say hello, let me know where you're watching from, and get ready for some fun, crafty action today. So, of course, for you to be able to comment, you need to, on YouTube, you need to be signed into your Gmail account, and it's so that you're able to comment, and that's YouTube rules. It's not my rules. So please make sure that you sign into your YouTube account so that you can comment, and also over on Facebook. So please come say hello. And as I said, let me know where you're watching from, and invite your friends. If there's someone that you think you're in your friends that may enjoy a fun crafty session, then please make sure you send them a link. I've got someone from South Maroota, Sydney, New South Wales. It says Facebook user. Please tell me what your name is, because it's not allowing me. You must have a security setting on your Facebook to not allow who's talking. So I can see we've got Janine, we've got Bree, we've got Deborah, we've got Seal, we've got Rose, we've got Ruth, hello, Kay, Janine, hello. So welcome everybody. And we do have a Facebook user from Maroota in Sydney. So let me know what your name is. Type your name in there so I can see who it is from Sydney. Hey, Kathy, hello. Hey, Yellow Gnome, hello. Welcome. Debbie Leanne, hello. We've got lots and lots of people joining. So as I said, please share the link. If you're on YouTube, copy the link and share the link over into Messenger to someone that you may know that may want to see a crafty session this morning. So a couple of things that I wanted to let you know. I'm actually going to be showcasing, and you'll see there on the bottom of the screen, I'm going to be showcasing the Sending Smiles bundle. Now this Sending Smiles bundle is a brand new bundle, and it's available in our new catalog that's coming up on the it's Ellen from Sydney. So hello and welcome, Ellen. So I'm going to be doing my giveaways as well this morning. So please be watching. I'll be announcing some of the free giveaways to people that have been watching and commenting on my live videos. So as I said, I'll be showcasing the Sending Smiles bundle this morning. And there's a couple of other things that I wanted to let you know. We also have today free shipping on all orders over $65 today here in Australia. So it's for today only. So that's April 21st, 2022 is the only, thank you, Deborah, is the only time that you can make use of this awesome free shipping. So you're saving yourself $6.75 here in Australia on a smaller order. But if you've got a larger order, then you're saving yourself a lot more money when it comes to free shipping. So you have to order $65. That's before postage, and you will get free shipping for the day. So that is an awesome, fun thing to be able to make use of as well. So we have a brand new catalog that's going live on the 3rd of May. So any of the products that I've been using in my latest videos are actually products from the brand new catalog. Hi, Nerida. I can see you're there. Nerida, did you get your catalog from me? I sent you a catalog, so I'm just wondering whether it arrived. Postage in Australia has been quite appalling at the moment. So, hey, Jeanette, hello. And it's tomorrow for the US. So anyone watching in the US, yes, it's free shipping tomorrow in the US. Aloha. Hi. Is it Minder? Nissan from Honolulu, hello. It's a shame that we didn't get to Honolulu on our incentive trip. It would have been lovely, but one day I'll probably get there. All right, so I'm going to pop the camera now down to show you this awesome bundle that I will be creating with today. And it's, you get me every time. When we've got flowers, you know me. As soon as we've got a stamp set that has flowers, you get me every time when I see that it's got flowers. But this has got a series of quite a few different flowers. So we're going to stamp a couple of different looking flowers this morning. I'm just going to pop my light down there on the desk a little bit more so we can see. So the Sending Smiles stamp set, and we've also got these gorgeous dies. Now, the one thing that is the really striking part of these dies is the sending with the shadow die as well. So it's a fun thing. Oh, you did, Nerida. That's good. So it's a fun thing. I love it when we have sentiments that we can actually have the die, but you can also stamp the word sending and cut it out with the other bigger die as well. So we've got a couple of different flowers here. So I'm going to play around with some flowers and some different coloring techniques this morning, just to show you a little bit how you can change up the look of your flowers with just a couple of quick, easy little tricks. All right. So I have a color palette that I've popped out here. I wasn't quite sure exactly what colors I wanted to use. So I've got Rhymes with Linda. Okay. So we have a couple of different color combinations here. Now, when it comes to flowers, I think of rainbows. It's as simple as that. I think of nice, bright colored flowers, and I think of all the different colors that you can see in a gorgeous flower garden. So when it comes to stamps with flowers, I always like to have a little bit of fun with some flowers. So I'm going to do a little bit of a rainbow looking card to start off with, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of a different coloring technique as well. So we're going to do a pretty basic card to start off with, using a couple of really nice colors that go together, and then we will move on to the coloring technique that I wanted to show you as well. All right. So first of all, I've got myself some things cut here. So I've cut some layers, and I want you to help me. I've cut some layers, and I'm going to be asking you what color layers and things that we're going to put in behind when I start to make the card. I'm going to make them on a basic white cardstock, and I use the thick basic white cardstock when I actually create cards, and it's a thicker, sturdier piece of card compared to our normal basic white, because our normal basic white is more or less for our layers and for our inserts, but the thick basic white is for doing our cardstock bases. Now, our normal colored cardstock is nice and thick, but we have two different basic whites. So I just wanted to explain the difference in the basic whites. So I will be doing basic white card bases, and I'll be adding a slither of color with the gorgeous layers that I've got cut. So I've cut some layers in the colors that we're using. I've also cut some basic white layers. I'm going to pop them over there so I know what I've got. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bring in this really cute little flower that we have in the set. And I'm going to just do a really quick, easy, fun card using these. There's two smaller flowers in it. It's got a little tiny stamp, which will be scary if you lose it. We've got a leaf stamp as well, and I think and we've got another leaf there. We might end up using some more leaves, and this leaf one here. So we might end up using that. So that's what I'm actually going to stamp with at the moment. And I found this really fun thing that I did with these two flowers. So when you look at the stamp set, we have this flower here, but we also have this flower up here. Okay, so can you see this one's got more rounded petals on it, and this one's got more spiky sort of petals. So I actually found a really fun way to stamp with those this morning. So I'm going to show you that. So first of all, I'm actually going to just I need to grab a scrap piece of paper to protect my work surface first. And of course, I've got everything sitting on my scrap paper. Okay. So I'll just bring in a scrap piece of paper, and I'll pop my cardstock on there. So in case you've come in later and you're wondering what stamp set this is, I'm just going to pop it on the bottom of the screen there again. So it's the Sending Smiles bundle. That's what I'm using today. So I'm going to bring in my Pear Pizzazz, and I'm just going to do a series of flowers and a series of stems going along the bottom of this cardstock so that I can create a nice border of flowers. Okay, so I'm just going to ink that up, and of course, being a brand new stamp, I want to smush it on my paper. I'll take that banner away so it's not in the road. I'm going to smush it on my paper because sometimes our photopolymer stamps have a coating on them. So I want to make sure that I'm going to get a really nice, good stamped image. So I'm just smushing it on my scrap piece of paper at the moment. And I'm then going to stamp randomly across the bottom here. So I'm going to stamp, I want to stamp them at different angles, like different heights as well, so that I can get a bit of a different look with these here. I stamp one down there and maybe one through there. Okay, so we've got our stems. So I find that it's best to stamp your stems first, because then you can place where your flowers are going to go once you've actually stamped your stems. Okay, so Vicky's asking me, do I not use a piercing mat? Now, normally if you don't have a really good stamping service, yes, you would use a piercing mat. At the moment, I have a really, really good solid stamping surface underneath me, and it's a big floor tile and it's very even. So I actually don't use a piercing mat. But if I was on a table that was maybe uneven, yes, I probably would use a piercing mat with the photopolymer stamps. And the reason behind that is that our photopolymer stamps don't have any foam sponginess in them. They're quite solid and quite hard, but being on this really hard level surface, I don't seem to have a problem with that. All right, so I'm going to bring in a series of these little flowers, a series of the ink colors. So I'm going to start off with my Melon Mambo, and I'm going to stamp a cute little flower just there like that in Melon Mambo. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink it up. Oh, sorry, wrong one. I'm going to ink up this other one that's got the more jagged edge, and I'm going to stamp off, and then I'm going to rotate it, and I'm going to pop it over the top of that flower and stamp. And can you see we're getting a bit of a watercolory type of look? So now I'm going to clean off that stamp, and I shouldn't have probably started with the pink out of all things, but anyway. And okay, all right, and then I'm going to ink up with I'm thinking Bermuda Bay. So I'm going to do the same thing here again. I'm going to ink up with my Bermuda Bay and stamp my flower. So I'm going to stamp that a little bit like that. Pardon my head, it's probably in the camera there, like so. Then I'm going to take that more raggedy one, I'm going to ink it up, stamp it off, and then I'm going to line that up over the top of that flower and stamp it over the top. So can you see? It's giving us a little bit of it looks like a watercolory look. Okay, so I found that it was a really, really cute look to get with this stamp set. So I'm going to clean up those inks so that I don't get them all over me. And then I'm going to come in with another color. We might do Highland Heather. Clean off those flowers again. That one and that one. Okay, so we'll use our Highland Heather. So same thing again, the nice rounded one. We're going to stamp there. And then Highland Heather with the more spiky one. And we're just going to randomly stamp over the top of that one. and you get another look like that. So can you see how you can play around with stamps by doing that? Another thing that I was actually talking about yesterday to one of my team members was sometimes you can have stamps that are a lined image, and you can flip them over and reverse the stamp and use the smooth side of the stamp to actually create a really, really cute coloured look as well, a watercoloured look as well. So there's lots of different things that you can do with our stamps. All right, so I'm going to close that one up. I think I'm going to do a Mango Melody one here. So I'm going to ink up. I'm going to stamp off a little bit because sometimes they have a residue, but okay, so I'm going to stamp this little yellow one down here, and then of course the raggedy one we're then going to line up over the top and stamp, and we're going to get that nice watercolory look. And the last one that we're going to do is our Balmy Blue. Okay, so clean that off. Okay, close that one up, and our Balmy Blue. Okay, so we're going to ink that one up. My Balmy Blues looks like it needs re-inking, but anyway, we might not see this one over the top. Okay, so we've got like a really nice watercolory type of look. Yeah, Roz is saying it's a great idea to stamp the second image over the top. I came up with it because I started off thinking, oh, it would make a full of flower, and then I thought, you know what, if I stamp off, it will look like a really nice watercolor look. Okay, so now I'm going to, with my leaf stamp, I'm going to probably pop a few more leaves in amongst here so that we've got some nice little greenery happening. And I've got to be careful because I just inked that up quite a lot. Let's try this way. So you can see here we've got this one leaf image that we can use to create some more leaves coming up. And I missed that one. Coming up through from underneath. Just to fill in and cover in a little bit of that white space. Okay, now we have this cute little dot that I'm going to grab the soft suede, and that little dot is going to go in the middle of our flowers. So we're going to one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. Okay, so you've got some cute little centers to your flowers. They've thought of everything in this stamp set. They really have. It's quite a really cute stamp set. Now there is another couple of little flowers that I thought were quite nice, and I thought we could actually just stamp those around, just to add a little bit more interest. And I think I'm going to do it in the Balmy Blue because I think I want it just quite random in through here. Just to add a few more little flowers in amongst. Okay, so we've got a really, really gorgeous border to our card. Now, of course, we can use the big word sending. Okay, so we have the word sending, and then we have all of these other sending smiles across the miles, sending all the good luck your way, sending sunshine to brighten your day, sending love and big hugs, sending birthday wishes, sending a note of thanks, sending a card to say hello, sending comfort and strength. So you can see there, we can create a card for whatever purpose that we want. So I'm actually going to stamp that in, I'm thinking maybe Melanambo. And then I've got to work out what, so I'm going to do sending. Now I haven't used this, so I'm going to smoosh it on my sheet. Get that out of the way. So when we smoosh it, then you can see you get a really nice clear image. Okay, so that smooshing technique with a brand new stamp is really, really important. So I'm just going to do sending up the top here. Sending. And then I'm going to work out what I want to do with this card. I think I want to send Sunshine to Brighten Your Day. So let's find that one. Sending Sunshine to Brighten Your Day. And even with these really long sentiments too, what I find the best, I'm going to take away that so that you don't have to see that grotty sheet. What the best thing to do is to lay your stamp down on your desk and then pick it up with your block to be able to get it mounted on your block so it stays nice and straight. Sometimes if you're trying to pop it onto your block, if you're trying to do it with your hands, you may get it crooked. So the best way to do it is to pop it down onto your desk and sit your block down on it and pick it up that way. Okay, so I think I'm going to use Bermuda Bay for the next part of the sentiment. So sending sunshine to brighten your day. So I'm just going to pop that in underneath. Just like that. Sunshine to brighten your day. So there you have it. So really, really, like, I think these sentiments are going to be fantastic the way we can mix and match them together. All right, so I'm just going to pop those out of my way. Okay, I'll close up these ink pads. Now, what colour? I'm going to do a white base, but what colour layer do you think? I want you to type into the comments what colour layer you think I should do underneath this one. So, of course, I'm going to do a white base. So I'm going to bring in my white base. Okay, so do I do a Highland Heather base? Do I do a Balmy Blue base? Do I do a Mango Melody base? Do I do a Bermuda Bay base? Or do I do a Melon Mambo base? So type into the comments what you think, what colour base I need to do, and I will fold Balmy Blue. Okay, so I've got one for Melon, one for Highland Heather, one for Balmy Blue. Okay, so I'm just going to fold my card base in half. Now my card base is cut at 5 3/4 inches by 8 inches. Everyone asks me that. And then I cut my layers down according. So Melon Mambo. So I've got 2 for Balmy Blue. I've got 3 for Melon Mambo, 4 for Melon Mambo. 2 for Highland Heather. Okay, Melon Mambo's it. We got to 5. Melon Mambo is it. All right. So with that, I'm actually going to just glue that with some liquid Tombow. Now, the reason that I use my multi-purpose liquid glue, I love my multi-purpose liquid glue because when you're lining things up with a really fine border, can you see I've got a bit of wiggle room? I can wiggle it with my thumbs and I can get it sitting exactly where I want it on that layer because I've just got a really, really fine layer, fine slither of that color around. So you can see there, it really makes it pop. It brings the sentiment layer, it brings it all, ties it all in with that gorgeous Melon Mambo. Okay, so of course, I like to add some dimensionals to my project. So the reason why I like to add the dimensionals to the project, it just pops it up, gives it a little bit more of a 3D look, and it just brings a little bit of a wow factor to your projects. Now, if you're going to use, we have dimensionals, you get 3 sheets of these in a pack. So you get 300 dimensionals per pack, and they're only $6. And as I said, we do have the special today of free shipping on all orders over $65 or more. So you can save yourself $6.75 minimum today if you place an order, and it's only available for today only. So if there's a couple of things that you were thinking, I want to buy those things, but it's not a big enough order for me to actually put an order in because of the postage, you will find that using the benefit of our sale today, it's a really, really great time to be able to just get those last minute things and pop them in an order. As long as you do $65 or over, you will get free shipping. So I took advantage of it this morning and placed an order this morning of quite a few things and saved myself some money. So it's a great day for doing that. All right, so I've got all the dimensionals off there, and then I'm just going to layer that up onto the front of my card. Okay, so that free shipping is for April 21st, 2022. So if you are watching this back later on, it may, if it's not April 21st, 2022, you will have missed the special. So I do apologize. I've got, my phone is ringing at the moment. So with this, I wanted to add some really, really good, fun, bright embellishments. So we've got Glossy Dots Assortment. So Glossy Dots Assortment is a really, really great, fun lot of embellishments that are coming brand new in our catalog that's going to go live. So I'm actually going to use these gorgeous pink ones because I think that will just be absolutely perfect for this card. So I've got my take your pick tool, and it's got the putty end, so I'm able to pick up the putty. I'm able to pick up the gorgeous gem with that putty end. So I'm just going to do 3 embellishments, and I do tend to like to do things in triangles. So I like to add some embellishments with some triangles. So you can see there, super, super cute and super easy. So then for the insert of my card, I'm going to take one of these. I'm just going to stamp just one little flower using those stamps again. So I'm going to bring in my Pear Pizzazz. Just going to stamp a cute little flower just in the corner of this. So like that. And then, of course, I have to do a Melon Mambo flower, I think. Seeing we've done the Melon Mambo layer, maybe we need to just bring that Melon Mambo back in. So we've got Melon Mambo flower there. And then with the other little one, we're going to stamp off. I'm just going to bring my paper in, ink it up, stamp it off. Oops, ink it up properly and stamp it off. That's better. And then just rotate it on that flower like so. So you get that really nice watercolor look. And then, of course, the little tiny dot in our soft suede. Okay, and in there like that. Close up these ink pads. Cute card, Ruth, you think so? It is a happy card, isn't it, Roz? I agree. I think when you get some really nice, happy, bright colors, it gives you a really nice, bright, happy card. And, of course, I haven't even put ribbon on here. I would probably put the polished pink ribbon on here as well. But I'm not going to do it this morning. I just wanted to stick to something quite simple and easy so that you can see how fun this stamp set. But you got to wait until the next card, because I'm going to do a second card, and the next card, you wait until you see what I'm going to do with that. All right, so we'll pop that in, and we've got a really gorgeous, fun, bright card. It is what we all need at the moment, isn't it? I agree. I can agree with that wholeheartedly, Vicky. So there you go. Now, if you like that card, please give me the thumbs up, because YouTube and Facebook love it when you give me the thumbs up. So please give me the thumbs up if you like the card. If you haven't subscribed to my channel before, please make sure you hit that subscribe button down in that bottom right hand corner and turn on the bell notification so that you get notified every time I go live. If you don't turn on that bell notification, you may not get the notification that I've actually gone live. All right, so let's bring in another one of our white layers. So the next one that I wanted to do was I wanted to do a series with the other flower that's in here. So we've got a couple of different flowers here. We've got like a full flower here, and then we've also got, you know how you see those half daisies? You know how you see that? So I think it will be a really, really great stamp set for that. So first of all, I'm going to bring in the greenery part. So I'm going to grab my Pear Pizzazz and I'm going to work out where I want some flowers to go. I am going to bring in my scrap piece of paper as well. And sorry, that's probably getting a little bit bright and a little bit confusing with all the stamping on there. But okay, so I want to do a little arrangement of some lovely flowers. So I'm going to stamp one greenery part there because I want to be able to see where I'm going with my flowers. And I'm going to bring in these two flowers, okay? And I'm going to bring in my Melon Mambo ink and my Mango Melody, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up with my Mango Melody. So I'm going to ink up my flower with the Mango Melody. I'm going to grab a sponge dauber. Now we sell these. We get them, I think they're a pack of 5. I think they come in a pack of 5 or a pack of 6, or someone can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm inking up with my Melon Mambo, and I'm just going around just the very tip of that flower with the Melon Mambo. Now I'm going to huff on it to moisten that flower again. And then I'm actually going to stamp that right there. Now, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this gorgeous look? Look at that beautiful flower we've got. So we've got some nice color in that flower. So I've also got this little piece here. Now, I thought this little piece was great for actually inking it up, doing the same thing, but adding a little bit more fullness to our flower. So see how we've got the pieces here that have got some gaps in here? I was like, I don't know whether I really like that. This, you can actually add some more to your flower and make it a much fuller flower. So I'm just going to huff on that again. And I'm just going to line it up with that center part here. And I'm just going to line it up there. I'm going to stamp that down. And can you see? We've got a really nice, good, full flower. Now, this flower is actually made for making those little half flowers. So I'm going to show you how we can do one of those as well. Now, we've got a center for this flower. So I'm going to grab the center and I'm going to grab my soft suede and I'm going to put my center in the flower. So it's got this tiny little bit and it lines up in the center of our flower just like that. Okay, so an absolutely stunning, gorgeous flower you can see right there. Okay, so now I want to do another one of these stems, but I want to do one of the different types of flowers. So I'm going to do that just here. Okay, so we're going to ink up this bottom one now that we did. I'm going to clean it off a little bit before I do that so that I make sure that I get a really nice, good inked image. So I'm going to ink up with my Melon Mambo. Sorry, with my Mango Melody. I'm going to then grab my Melon Mambo and go around the bottom edge. I'm going to huff on it. And then this one is going to sit here, just like that. Now you're looking at that going, but that looks like there's only half a flower there. Correct, because we're going to use this other cute little piece, which is super, super awesome, with our soft suede, and we're going to stamp that. And can you see? We have a gorgeous, fun flower there again. If you had all the ink pads open, you'd have your elbow in it. I'm trying very hard not to. Okay, so now I think what I want to do is I want to add a bit more flower in here, but I don't want to confuse it too much with the stem. So what I thought I'd do is just stamp some more flowers down through here. So I want to stamp another flower probably down through here and maybe another one up through there. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to ink up that flower. I'm going to grab my dauber. I'm going to go around the edges with my Melon Mambo. And I'm just going to stamp a gorgeous flower, probably just sitting in there. Okay. So like that. I'm going to do the same thing again with that bottom one. I'm going to ink it up with my Mango Melody with the edge, and I'm going to line that up again and add some more bulk to that flower. So you can see you get a really, really nice, good, bulky looking flower there. And I'm going to ink up with my soft suede and do the center of that flower again. Okay, so we've got that. And then I think I want another flower just peeking in through here. So I'm going to clean that off again, and I'm going to do another flower just peeking in from there. Actually, I might do another one of these half ones peeking in from there. That could look quite good. So we'll do one of those. Okay, so we're going to ink up with our Mango Melody again. We're going to take our Melon Mambo. Too many M's here. And I'm going to do a flower just going there like that. We'll do the soft suede top. And I'm going to pop a stem in for that one because we can actually do that. So I'm just going to ink up my green stem and pop a little stem coming in through there. Okay, so it looks like we've got a nice little spray of flowers happening around in that bottom part of that card. Okay, I'm going to pop all these things out of the way now. So you can see you could do quite a lot of combinations of colors by using your sponge dauber. So our sponge daubers are fantastic. I have one for each color. I don't wash them out again and use them. I just keep the color in them. So when I go to use them, I look at the one that's got some pink in it and I go, okay, I'm going to use that one because I'm using pink. So some people actually have them. I do have them in a little case. You can see here, I have them in a little case that hold all the sponge daubers. And I was being really, when I first started, I was thinking, oh, I'll really make sure I label all those little sponge daubers with what color I'm using. Yeah, I don't really do that anymore. All right, so I'm going to pop those back over there so I can stay nice and neat and tidy here. So, of course, we're going to do another white card base again. So any thoughts on what color layer I should put under this one? So it's a really fun, bright looking card as well, isn't it? Any ideas on what color layer you think I should put under it? Do you think Mango Melody? Do you think, once again, Melon Mambo? So there you go. I've got two choices, Mango Melody or Melon Mambo. Type into the comments and let me know what one you want underneath that one. So I'm just going to fold my card base in half again. A green background, I know, but I don't have green out, Susan. I have Mango Melody or I have Melon Mambo. Okay, so we've got mango, 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 mango. Okay, mango it is. Mango it is. All right. Mangoes, well, I mean, it's an onslaught of Mango Melody, isn't it? All right, so I'm just going to pop that on there. Okay, now what I think will make this card really look special is to do a little bit of spritzing. So I'm going to grab my soft suede spritzer. Sorry, my soft suede Stampin' Right marker. Now, this is a technique that I do quite often, and it's really nice just to take that real stark white look off. So I'm actually just going to, with the brush tip end, I'm just going to spritz a little over the front there like that. And that's actually, oh, and I've just got it all over me. That's actually all it needs, is just a little tiny spritz. But can you see it takes that real stark white look? That's all right, Susan. Takes that real stark white look off. That was one color I didn't even cut, and I don't know why. I could have, but I didn't cut the Pear Pizzazz base. But anyway, so I'm going to do that. So of course, now what I want to do is I really, really want to I want to do with the dies. I want to actually use the dies, and I don't know whether I want to do just a shadow die and cut out the fine part of the letter, or whether I want to stamp it. So I'm going to try, first of all, I'm going to try with stamping it first and cutting it out. So I've got that sending word, so I'll just clean it up because I've got melon mambo on there. So we'll clean that up. Need more. Now, this is my Stampin' Scrub. I would not survive without my Stampin' Scrub. I love it for cleaning my stamps. We use Stamping Mist, and it's so old, my bottle. It's the very first bottle I ever had. It comes differently now, but it's got a wet side and a dry side, and it cleans my stamps really, really well. We do have a Stampin' Up chamois, and I do use the chamois quite often. But when I'm doing a lot of stamping, I like to use my Stampin' Scrub. So this is available through my online store. So if you're interested in that, you can jump onto my online store and check that out. So now I want to, I don't know, do I want to do the sentiment in Melon Mambo? Do I want to do it in Soft Suede? Do I want to do it in Mango Melody? Okay. Well, we'll do a couple of different colors here, and we'll make the decision of what we want to do. Okay. So I'm going to ink up Mango Melody first, and we'll stamp that one down. Sending. Okay. Mango Melody. Clean that off, and then we will try the green. Oh, I could do green. Pear Pizzazz. Good idea. Let's try that. Pear Pizzazz. Let's try Pear Pizzazz. Pear Pizzazz. Sending. So do we want to do the green one? And Sherry saying soft suede. Do we want to do a soft suede one? Let's try. I've got some more pieces of cardstock here. We'll try. But remember, I'm going to be able to do a shadow. So I can do a shadow color behind. Okay, so we'll do that, and we'll do soft suede. Mango for the word and pink for the shadow, says Vicky. Mango for the word and pink for the shadow. Okay. Well, we'll try. So this is our soft suede. And I was thinking of maybe doing one in Melon Mambo, and we'll see. And then we might do the shadows, and we'll try. We'll see which one looks the best. Okay. So we've got that. Ah, you know what? I just thought about it. We can't do the shadows with me stamping because I've already stamped it. The shadow's going to cut out these words, people. Okay. Righto. So let's do, seeing as the shadow's going to cut out the words, we could do something here. Okay. Where's my pieces of cardstock? Right there with everything under it. Okay. So I'm going to cut out this, and I can't do Pear Pizzazz anyway. So I'm going to cut out those two with the words and the shadows. That's what I'm going to do. Yep, words and shadows. So I'm going to cut out the shadows first, and then I'll cut out the words after, because I don't think two will go through. Now, this is a trick as well. When you're cutting multiples of things, it's always good to, anything that's a a hollow die. So like an outline die, you can actually cut 2 out at once. So I'm going to show you that. That's a little bit of a trick to save a little bit of time. I need my... Oh, and good news. I've just remembered. Good news. Our magnetic plate for our cut and emboss machine is going to be available when our catalogue goes live, apparently. So I've been told. So keep an eye on that. Okay, so let's do this. And we'll make a decision of what we end up doing with this. Okay, so we've got a shadow there. So can you see that? 2 pieces of cardstock, no problem whatsoever, cutting the shadow. And then what you do is you just wiggle them and you can pull them apart. And there you go. So you've cut the 2 out at once. Now, the intricate one, definitely not cutting that out double. I will cut it out single, so just bear with me while we do that. So yes, the magnetic plate, don't lose the dot on the eye. Okay, well, thank you for that hint. And there it is there. We will pop that there. But that's okay. Even if I lost the dot on the eye, look at that. That's awesome. If I lost the dot on the eye, I'd probably just embellish. Because you can. Okay, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to run through the other ones that we stamped and we'll see which way we're going to go with it. See what your thoughts are on it. Don't lose the dot for the eye. There's the dot for the Mango Melody one. We'll pop it there too. Okay. That. And the last thing that we're going to do is cut out with that shadow die. Hang on, I just go and pop that in the garbage. Cut out with the shadow die the words that we stamped. Okay, so we have that one. That one there like that. Whoa, and it moved. That's because I was not taking my time. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Let's pop that plate on and run that baby through. Oh. Don't lose the dot. Everyone's saying, don't lose the dot. Okay, let's try the Melon Mambo one. Probably by the time I finish cutting these out, I might get this lined up properly. Although that one didn't look too bad. So Melon Mambo. Hello, Annette. How you going? There. And let's try these 2 words as well. Why not? That one. So I'm actually going to have a day out tomorrow. I'm actually going to the Craft Alive at Ipswich tomorrow. So I've got myself a ticket because I will actually be exhibiting at the Craft Alive up in Morayfield at the end of July. So I'm actually going to check out the Craft Alive at Ipswich and see what people are up to and see how the show works, because I actually haven't been to a Craft Alive show before. Who on here from Australia who's been to Craft Alive shows before? Will the intricate die work with the stamped image? Look, honestly, Earl, why would we try when we can just cut it out in the cardstock? That is my words. to tell you the truth, how would you line that up over that? You may be able to, but I think you're going to have a really hard time. Oh no, that sounds horrible, Annette. Yeah, frozen shoulders. It's not good, is it? It's not good when our body doesn't do what we want it to do, is it? All right, so I'm just going to pop those aside now. Pop that back. And put my plates down there. Okay. So we've now got some words. Let's make a decision. My 2 dots are up there for the eyes, so let's make a decision. Do we want to do just one of those, or do we want to do this, like this, or this? Whoops. Like this. I like this one. I like that one. What do you think? Or just one of these? What are your thoughts, people? Type it into the comments. What are your thoughts? Mango soft suede. So just the cut out ones, the pink and the orange. I actually like that pink and orange. Or pink shadow or mango shadow. Pear pizzazz, someone's saying. Come on, people, we've got to come to the pear pizzazz. We've got to come to a thing. The green? Just the pear pizzazz? Pink and orange, pink and orange, pink and orange. Okay, but pink and orange how? Pink base, orange top, or the other way? Mango shadow. Yeah, that's the one I really like. Maybe having too many on there. So that's the one I really like. And I'm going to do one of the small sentiments with a straight strip of white. Mango shadow. Well, we can't do the shadow with the mango shadow. I think I'm going to go with this one. Yeah. The one I like, Debbie says. I think I'm going to go with this one. And the reason why I'm going to go with this one, we're going to do a little, you're going to see how good I can be at stamping on a little strip like this, because we're going to do a little strip like that with one of the sentiments. So I think what I want to do is I definitely want to pop that on there. So I'm just going to grab one of my silicone craft sheets, which I actually found this morning, but I can't find my sponge. So I'm just going to use my silicone craft sheet like this. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit of, you know what I could do? I could use, you know what? I'm going to use this sponge dauber, because that can do the trick, even though it's got color on it. If I can get some glue out there. Okay, so I'm just going to use the sponge dauber that I've got right here that I used with the pink, but that's okay. I'm going to use my sponge dauber and I'm going to go like that, and I'm going to sponge some ink. Sorry, some glue on the back of my words. Okay. Now, my suggestion is not to do it with a coloured sponge, but just with a normal sponge. So even if you decided to buy some of those sponge daubers, you could then use it for your gluing as well. Okay, but it's great because it puts glue on the back of our intricate die cut, and then we can just place it around where we need it to be. Okay, so we have that. How awesome is that? Now, My pink dot is up there. I'm going to pop a little dot of glue right there. And I'm going to grab with my handy dandy take your pick tool my little dot, and I'm going to place it there. Look at that. With my handy dandy take your pick tool. Now this, I'm telling you, if you don't have a handy dandy take your pick tool, you need one, because it makes life so much easier. Okay, so I've got that, and I'm definitely going to pop that up onto some dimensionals and pop it onto the front of my card. I'm just going to sit it there at the time being, just to work out what I'm going to do. So sending, now I've got to check my stamp set out. I'm going to say sending birthday wishes. What do you think? Sending birthday wishes. It's only a smaller stamp, so I should be able to line it up, hopefully. Birthday wishes, there. Sending birthday wishes. I'll just grab a block to mount that up on. So once again, this one's a little straight sentiment. So I normally just pop it down onto my desk and then pop it onto my block like that. Okay, so I think I'm going to use, because you all wanted soft suede, I'm going to use the soft suede for the birthday wishes. It is such a pretty set, Sue, isn't it? Now, bear with me, because I need to try and line this up. Now, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to line it up, and I haven't smooshed it yet. Hang on, I need my scrap piece of paper to smoosh it, and I think I threw my scrap piece of paper away. We'll smoosh it on this. Smoosh it, because I haven't used it yet. Okay, now I'm good to go. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get down. I'm going to move my chair away. I'm going to get down. I need to get my head right over. I apologize, because my head's going to be right in the screen. But I need to stamp that down there like that. Okay. So I got my head right over the top, looked through, and look at that. How did I go? Sometimes I surprise myself. I really do. All right. So I'm going to trim that off with my scissors. And I think I'm going to go whoop, like that. Sending birthday wishes. Now, I think there and I think there, but I feel like I need something. Oh no, that's quite good. I think I'm going to glue that one down and pop this one up, because when I pop that one up, it will actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to glue this one down. So I've changed my mind. See, I'm going to glue this one down, and then I'm going to pop up the little small sentiment so that it's up off the white and you can see it a little bit more. Whereabouts is Murrayfield? Kathy, Murrayfield is north side of Brisbane. So I've been told, north side of Brisbane. So it's going to be on, I think, around the 28th, 29th and 30th of July, I think. But I'll be up there exhibiting at that show. I've paid for it. I'm ready to go. I've just got to turn up. So if you wanted to catch up with me, if that's somewhere where you might be able to travel to go to it, that's where I'll be. But I am going to the Ipswich one tomorrow. I'll be heading off nice and bright and early and heading up and going to Ipswich. Okay, so we've got that. And I'm just going to pop that one just there like that. Now, I have some new embellishments that I think will go really, really nice with this set. And these are called the Rustic Metallic Adhesive Back Dots. Now, I just thought with the soft suede that would go really, really nicely with it. So I'm just going to, I'll pop that up on the front of my card first. So just using my dimensionals again to pop that up on the front. Okay, get all those off. Okay, so I'm just going to line that up on the front like so. So how I line it up too is I pop my fingers underneath. I make sure I've got a really nice even border all the way around, and then I pop it down. Okay, so your fingers underneath holds it up, but you can actually, whereabouts in Ipswich, K? It is on at the Ipswich Showground, and it's on Thursday. Is it on? No, it's on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. So, Kay, if you wanted to meet up with me, if you wanted to go, the tickets are pretty cheap. So, if you wanted to go, I will be there. I'm doing quite a few classes and things. So I'm doing quite a few classes, but Kay, if you were thinking about going, by all means, I'd be happy to catch up with you at Ipswich if you wanted to catch up with me and have a coffee with me if you wanted to. Okay, and I'm going to stamp an insert for this one. So once again, I'm just going to do a flower again. So I'm going to grab the Pear Pizzazz and ink up that and pop that there like that. Then I'm going to grab the other gorgeous flower. Oh, and now I've, you know what? I'm just going to ink it up with Melon Mambo. We'll just do a Melon Mambo flower in here because I just realized I just used my sponge for there might be enough pink in there. No, not really, but that's okay. And the other bit, that one there, just do there. And the little piece for the middle, the soft suede. It is so sunny, Lisa, isn't it? How are you guys going over there at the moment? Are you freezing cold? Are you getting snow, or I don't know. It's our summer. We're starting to get into our cooler months now. Like, we're starting to head into our winter. Okay, so we have that. Let's get those out of the way. And I'll just pop that on the insert. If I've got enough glue left, just. So, super cute, fun, bright, sunny card. They're like that. And we've got lots of room then on the inside to be able to write our message, which is really, really good. Okay. So now all we've got left to do is embellish. So let's get our embellishing happening. Just cleaning off my desk here a bit. All right. So as I said, these are brand new. They're coming in our new catalogue. Now, any of the products that I'm using right now, you can pop into a starter kit today. So if you're saying, why are you showing me things that I can't buy? You can buy them by purchasing the starter kit. We have a really, really awesome deal of you only pay $169. You get it freight free. And you get to choose $235 worth of product. So if you're thinking that you're absolutely loving these and you can't wait until the 3rd of May, then by all means, think about joining my team. I would love to have you as part of my Wild Heart Crafters. Okay, so we've got 3 cute little, I'm going to do 5 because I can. And I might do one up there. So there you have a really, really cute, fun card using the shadow die. and that great technique of sponging your flowers. So let's bring in the other card that I did today. So there you go. Some beautiful, bright, sunny, gorgeous cards. So I hope you enjoyed this little crafty session today. And as I said, if you were interested in purchasing any of the products, then by all means, please make sure you reach out to me. I would be more than happy to place a phone order for you. And as I said, we have free shipping today on all orders over $65. So if you wanted to take up me on that offer of getting some products, as long as you order over $65 before postage, you will get free shipping, which is really, really good. If you've been thinking about a cut and emboss machine, oh my God, you can either put it in a starter kit and then enjoy a 20% discount, or you can buy a cut and emboss machine today and actually get it with free postage. So that's a win-win situation as well. So thank you very much for spending a bit of time with me today. I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.